Well, hello! I'm back again, and you guessed it, part 3 is here, and finally we've got the Thunderstorm to come here. As natural as this sounds, and the trains I'm running I've got is a Tomy Plarail EH200 and Trackmaster Luke. And these two trains look so freaking awesome, and I got a funny feeling EH200 really suits this weather so much because it's called Blue Thunder. And mind you, I was going to put EH500 in this video, but nope. Whoa, we've got a lightning bolt here. I think we've got a lightning bolt. And I've got the lightning tracker with me as well on the computer. This might be a big boom. Whoa, yeah. Woo! Oh my goodness me. That is very savage for a lightning bolt to cook up like this. That's very massive. I don't know if people's houses are going to get destroyed in this video. That's going to sound, you know, cringy and also scary at the same time. It feels like Jurassic Park when you think about it. I don't know, maybe I could become the best filmmaker of all of YouTube and get millions of views. If not, probably billions of views. Well, I'm not really the sort of person who gets the amount of views as I want. I just feel like I could become more of an amateur, I would say. But we've got a lightning strike, and I'm so pleased we've got it along the way. Woohoo! And we've got a lot of lightning strikes in Northfield, which is the area where I live in, which is quite nice. And I'm actually just glad I got one since I put it to review. We've got birds flying up in the sky. I can't see that well properly because the camera is, yep, as I said earlier, is a bit too bright in previous videos. Hopefully there'll be another one. And mind you, it's going to roar like the ultimate mighty roar of Tyrannosaurus. Well, maybe not. Apparently though, that was our first bolt. And it's going to be completely amazing once the webcam picks everything up. It's going to be freaking amazing when we see another one coming along the way. And I think with the lightning bolt coming along here, I think that would probably also mean that, you know, the rain could also accelerate as well. And not only, I think the rainfall would also intensify too when the lightning bolt gets a bit closer, but not as dangerous as I would, you know, expect to have. Got a funny feeling. I've seen a lot of seagulls and ducks outside, but hopefully when we see another lightning bolt, we'll probably find it out. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying here. I don't know when the lightning bolt is going to be coming out sooner or later. Time will tell. But I got a funny feeling maybe after the second lightning bolt, we might do a product review or not. If we're lucky, eh? What do you think? It's gonna get freaking amazing, I tell ya. Freaking amazing indeed. Wonder how close it will be. And mind you, whoa! I think that's the second lightning bolt we've got. I think maybe it's actually the third because I think I've seen the other lightning bolt before. Oh my goodness me. Wow, it's roaring like a tiger. My goodness me. It certainly is. Oh, EH200 derailed on the background. Maybe it's because the track's not looking too good, eh? And Luke, for some reason, is actually performing a bit slow. The layout, of course, was a bit, how would you say? Well, let's just say rough in the way it's been setting up. As I place it on the bed, maybe I should have placed it on the floor, but nevertheless, I'm just glad I've got the lightning bolt to capture, you know, the way it is. You know, I'm just glad that the webcam has actually, what I meant to say was that the camera has perfectly captured what we've seen just now. And also on yesterday as well. I've actually made more videos, and I haven't got the first and the second part yet. I'll try and upload these tonight, but I might be totally wrong because maybe the first two videos might be uploaded first. I don't know if we're going to have any more on Thursday and Friday, maybe Saturday or Sunday, I don't know. But I got a funny feeling this period of thundery activity here, like those of Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand, and maybe Uganda, and you know, oh my goodness me, what's that country in Africa? The Democratic Republic of Congo. Man, I could list a whole bunch of tropical countries in this video, but why am I doing that? Well, it's because, yes, I have a whole bunch of ancestry from Malaysia and China, so that's why I'm talking about these types of countries which get the most thundery activities. Any lightning bolt activity, I can only just hear a bit of thunder in the background. Mind you, I'm actually feeling a lot more, well, passionate than just, you know, but normal I didn't feel like I want to just relax and stuff like that, because this is just the beginning, okay? And once again, we've got our familiar cumulonimbus cloud, okay? A lot of birds in the background that might have been completely agitated and frightened by that weather. And oh no! We need to reroute the EH200 back in the road. I think those tracks, they need to be well joined together, I think. But I don't know. Let me just go and grab. Actually, I might go and grab the toy now. Oh my goodness me. Oh jeez, I don't want to show my face when I'm coming this close. Oh my god. Oh, I just saw someone outside. Maybe it's not the best time to go outside, because there'll be a lightning bolt somewhere, and sooner or later you will die, as what Ganon would say, or else you will die. You dare use my Why am I getting those references? Eh? That's so weird. I think those Trackmaster, I think they've seen far much better days. I must have had them for like 10 years ago, perhaps. Like a decade, that Trackmaster track. Good old days, wasn't it? Now see any lightning bolt activity? Just a bit of thunder. Thunder in the background as always. Jeez, why is this train derailing all the time? It just gives me the big nerve. Oh yes, I definitely say the track just doesn't look great, to be honest, in the way it's been performing. But we're just gonna look out for more big lightning activity going on here. Maybe another discharge at the moment, eh? Hopefully there'll be no signs of power cuts, I hope. Everything is gonna be freaking secure. I hope. It's very funny, I don't see that much rain falling down. I initially thought it was gonna rain that heavily, but I don't think there's not much. Might have a much bigger, loud bang for that one, and a very potent flash. And that one, I would say, it's gonna be freaking hilarious, or maybe not. Cause, you know, that's what it is. And you know, when it comes to the lightning strikes, I often hear like, you know, you think death is funny. No, death is not really funny. I mean, I could literally just say, death is not funny. Death is not funny. You sick freaks! Ah, thank you, Peanut Butter Gamer. Thank you very much for that quote that you gave it to me. Or you summoned, and I'm using it now. My goodness me. That was pretty amazing. And mind you, I don't think I've watched a lot of Peanut Butter Gamer's content on YouTube for a long time. It's been like one of these days in YouTube where nostalgia was like that. I don't know why. Maybe I should have just stopped talking and just look out for any lightning bolts. I mean, this video could just go on forever, eh? Okay, that's gonna be freaking amazing. Just mediocre thunder. Well, yeah, I don't know how good or bad it is. Maybe it's best to jump up to this one here, because I might show you the product. Well, okay, yes, what I'm actually going to be doing, just like on the second part, I'm actually not going to take a look at the map, because to me it's a bit of a distraction. And not only that, it also just wastes a bit of time just to encounter these lightning bolts from the sky here. And it's going to be all the rain's picking up though. Rainfall starting to intensify just a bit though, but how long will this heavy rain activity will last for a very long time? Maybe until about 7 o'clock-ish, I think. Maybe this storm could last for about, 2 to 4 hours. I think it would last for about 4 hours. Maybe 3 to 4 hours, I guess. 2 or 3 or 4 hours, I hope. And maybe I'll just wait for another lightning bolt to come out here. Oh, we've got a bit of wind action going on here. I don't know how squally these winds are going to be. Whoa. My goodness me. It's going to be a nasty activity when you look at weather like, like this. My freaking god, eh? My freaking god. Oh my goodness me. Oh wow. This is like the European monsoon. Well, probably like the monsoon that we have in India. Although I'm not from India. I'm from Britain. Oh jeez, thank you very much, eh? I don't know why, but as I'm living in Britain, I've still got the Aussie accent. That's so cool, eh? That's pretty damn cool. Or darn cool. That would have been sounding a lot more better, I would say. It's getting a bit windy. Trees are blowing, leaves are starting to... I don't think they're rustling, because I've just closed the windows there just to basically, protect myself from being struck by the lightning and other hazards along the way. And it looks like Luke is actually performing a bit slowly though, but we've got to see the lightning bolt first, or hear the thunder. That's all we want to hear and see at the best of times. My goodness me, this is very similar, and I've got a funny feeling Luke just keeps on getting caught up by these Tomy track joiners, which is not a good look, I would say. And I got a funny feeling, I don't know if there's any more lightning bolt activity here. Seriously, I think I must have encountered 2 in this video, 1 before that, and mind you, I'm so pleased I've got this one back in footage again. Well, the forecasters were right. Thank you, Met Office. And thank you, BBC Weather as well. Perfect time for filmmaking on YouTube like this. My goodness me. Oh my god, I could become like the next, as I said earlier, the next Hollywood film star, eh? Maybe a good quote would be a very better way, rather than let's just say life finds a way. Sorry, Universal. I don't know how much nonsense I could literally speak on YouTube, but that's the way I like. To be quite honest, this is pretty reminiscent to what I do on YouTube, doing a whole bunch of... Actually, if I remember, back in 2019, I actually did some animations for a very long time, and the last time I did an animation on YouTube was on February of 2020, just before the corona outbreak became a pandemic. And mind you, weren't these the good old days of 2020, the very first 2-month good old days, 2-month-old good old days on YouTube, on my YouTube channel of course. Now, I've got a funny feeling I'm literally just making a video that is just very similar to what we have in the year 2000, or the 2000s decade, as I can tell. And that's what it is. Pretty much what it is, I would say. And, as I've just realised, the EH200, well, is it derailing or not? Not quite sure. I'm not going to look at it because I need to focus on the lightning. Yep, the front part of the wheel is derailed though. Any other parts of the train is coming off. Just checking. That tanker wagon, not in a good sort of position. Oh, I can see what's happening with the trains here, but not with the background, of course. Can't see that much lightning activity here. Only I can just hear rumbles of thunder. Bit disappointing, eh? But maybe we can go ahead and find some lightning bolts if we're lucky to encounter. Maybe the cloud can summon what we have now. Okay, maybe just do a bit up like so, and maybe we'll have a whole bunch of fun. Oh yeah. Oh crikey, it's been a very warm and humid day, so that's why we're obviously encountering pretty much the same thing that we had on Wednesday. Well, wait, sorry, on Tuesday. Why do I think of today being as like, a third and a fourth part coming up? Maybe there could be a fourth part coming in this video. I don't know. There could be like a, actually, what I meant to say was that there should be like, part 4. So I hope. That'd be pretty weird, eh? But I don't know if there's any lightning activity going on here. It's just rain. Bit disappointing. Let me just... I'm not going to show you the map, but I'm just going to have a look at it. Okay, so there's not much... As I look at the map, there's not much lightning activity on the map though. So, bit disappointing, eh? Maybe we need to find more. Maybe there might be more along the way though. We just have to keep on waiting until we find it. Hopefully. Hopefully along the way. Just one with the thunder on the background. Doesn't look good, doesn't it? Doesn't look good. Okay, I found a very good way to basically take a look at the lightning bolt and also the trains in action at the same time. And also my new flip product here that I was about to review, but maybe sometime in this video, maybe not. We'll just have to wait for the next lightning bolt to occur. Oh, I can just feel a bit of... Yep, got a lightning tracker here with me. That's pretty big. I can see the map has basically told me that there's a bit of thunder in the background. Bit of gentle thunder. Maybe this thunderstorm is pretty friendly, I would say. But yes, they're still dangerous. But maybe this thunderstorm might be more friendly than I would expect. And I've got to keep on looking, because we need to see the lightning before we hear the thunder. And it's going to be quite tricky along the way though. Maybe, I don't know how good or bad it is, it's going to be like. But it feels like, I think the lightning as it travels, it's like maybe a second, or I'd say like let's just say quarter or half a second it travels in. Well, I think the duration for a lightning bolt is like probably like half a millisecond, maybe double a millisecond, or I don't know. It's going to be quite tricky, eh? I'd say it's going to become quite volatile when the storms. Oh, looks like the storm is brewing up, as I can tell. Oh my goodness me. Well, I don't know how savage it was yesterday, but I'm pretty sure we had pretty much the same sort of rain. I think it's kind of like, you know, medium to light rain, so we don't have that much rain as I would have expected. But luckily enough, we've got some thunderstorm activity going on here by the lightning and the thunder. Very, very nice. And Luke is stuck, but the EH200 is doing its best as well. I got no idea what I'm saying here, but yes, Luke is like, yeah, it's very slow. Very, very slow, this green tank engine. Got a funny feeling I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if I could find some new AA batteries, but that would be impossible because I can't open the doors though, because if I did open the doors at this type of weather, I'm actually gonna get shocked. Not as in expressional, but I'm just gonna get like an electric shock, because when you touch things which are metal, oh, the thunder's getting pretty livid. That's one way to say. Livid, of course. Pretty livid. Yes, I'm gonna get a nasty shock, and then next thing, I'll be in agony. Oh, Luke is stuck. As you can see. Yep, he's making it to the very hardest part of the train track layout, of course. Oh, it's getting a bit louder. Well, not as loud as I would expect. But hey, that was pretty awesome, eh? Looking at some lightning bolt activity along the way. Oh yeah. And hopefully in this video, I'm actually not gonna, as I said earlier in this part of the video, I'm not gonna be as silent as I would literally be. Oh my goodness me. Very savage. I don't know if it's gonna be as savage as yesterday, but I'm really glad I'm just making these types of videos on YouTube. I mean, why not? It's just a whole bunch of fun playing with a thunderstorm via webcam. Maybe I could have done a lot much more better work by using, oh yes, I could have used like a tablet and an S4, or an S4. You know, that's how I should have said it. It's quite interesting, isn't it? I could just move the webcam, like so. Thunder is rumbling. But do I see any lightning? Pretty much the same thing. Very same indeed. Very similar. Luke is caught up on the track, so maybe those track joiners, and where I place it, it's so mediocre. I don't think it's going to look as great as. Whoa! I think it was a flash. I think it was a close one. Oh my God! It's literally struck towards Manifon Park. That's the local park I often go to. Yep. Oh my God. That was a bit of a close one, but I don't think it has struck towards where I live. And mind you, I'm just so lucky that I'm actually happy to live in this very, well, let's just say, top-notch quality house along the way. And it was right there. Okay, so probably next to where Manifon Park entrance works, I think. Maybe go to this section here so that I could literally both look at Luke and the EH200 at the same time with the thunderstorm in the background. And I actually first did this activity way back in 2014 as a bit of an experiment, and not only that, just to get myself prepared for college, and mind you, I'm actually looking forward to this beautiful activity of filmmaking and animation. Beauty, eh? I'll give this Thunderstorm a kiss. Mwah! So spectacular. So spectacular indeed. But yet again, it can also be catastrophically dangerous at all times. Oh, Thunderstorm really loves me. Yep, the thunder really is rumbling. Yep, it certainly is. Now I got a funny feeling this EH200 train. Oh yes, I'm actually going to tell you how I cleaned up the Blue Thunder EH200 train. And in order to get rid of its squeak, I had to, unscrew the whole model. To basically take a look at what's happening with it. And what I did was I actually cleaned up only the motor part of the train, which was pretty amazing. It was pretty goofy, but what I could have done with this train in order to sound a lot much more better is I could have added oh, Thunder's getting a bit mad though, but not as mad as I would initially expect. I don't know how much lightning we're going to have, but so angry this is. The way I've cleaned up with this train here was I actually used some screwdrivers just to unscrew it, but also to clean up the hair as well there, and also the fluff and dust and all the other nooks and crannies inside from these trains. And I got a funny feeling that was, well, sorry, oh, I've just knocked over a bed door here. There's actually like a storage door area thing here. Might show you after the lightning strike. Or maybe when the thunder is a bit potent and loud as well. And normally they're like, maybe not even 100 decibels, but that's the way it is. Okay, whoa, that's a bit of a flash! That's another flash! My goodness me, I think I've caught it, I've got it so easily. That was a flash. Didn't see that much lightning, but there was a flash. Yep, it's just rumbling along the way. Oh yes, and yep, rumbling quite a bit aggressively, I'd say, but not as aggressive as I would expect. The EH200 train, I had to unscrew its motor back in April 2020 because it was squeaking, and then I had to use like tissue paper, and I accidentally used water to clean it up. Maybe I should have used like WD-40. And that would be much more better, just to get rid of all the goobies and stuff, especially the new models and stuff. Particularly when they add like, something like, lubricators and stuff like that, just to, make the model run better than it's supposed to be, or to make the model run smoothly. And the thunder is getting a bit louder and louder, a bit loudly of course. Now mind you, this EH200 cargo electric locomotive from Japan is really enjoying it. It's so beautiful, even though it doesn't have any feelings. Such a cool looking train, very cool indeed. And I think I bought it like, was it like 59 ringgits in Malaysia? I think it was 59 ringgits 90. I think, if I remember on my head, back in 2015, that was also the same price as that E256 Nikko line train that I bought from Malaysia as well. It was bought at a different location as well. Got a funny feeling 2015 must have been like, 4 or 5 years ago when I bought that, cargo, that blue cargo train and the red electric motor unit train. Man, that was pretty amazing indeed. Very amazing. Whoa, we have a flash! We have a flash! We have a flash! Feels like we're getting a lot more flashes than lightning strikes from here, I think. Yep, Thunderstorm's getting a bit angry now. Getting very livid. And, yes, luckily I didn't use any cotton buds for the, motor to be cleaned up. And, it's actually quite nice to just get this train cleaned up properly in the way I wanted to, because that's how I wanted. And another thing I did was to remove some of the gears, all of the gears that it had, but not the motor, and I only just cleaned up just the parts, the fluff and dust and nooks and crannies and all the cotton things from carpets and stuff, and I've just cleared it off now. It's running much better. Whoa, there was a flash. Maybe it was a lightning strike from that section there, but I don't know if I've got the bolt. Getting a bit louder, that one. Getting a bit louder. Yep, feels like typical Malaysian life, doesn't it, eh? But not. In fact, I think if we have the more amount, I don't know what I'm saying here, but the more humidity that we have during the summer, the more likely we're going to get more and more tropical thunderstorm activity like we see in Malaysia. And I don't know why I've just literally say about this country a lot, but that's where my ancestors come from. At least, well, Chinese Malaysians actually, but don't discriminate me. I think the rain is calming itself just a bit down, but I don't know if we're gonna get another lightning bolt. It's best to zoom into this section here. I'm gonna grab the wire just a bit gently because I don't want the lightning bolt to get my computer clobbered by the lightning, I hope. And hopefully there'll be no power cuts in this one here. Whoa, that was a flash. That was pretty much a flash. And yeah, I don't know how big or... Yep, thunder's cooking up. It really is starting to cook up now. Indeed. It's only just a mild thunderstorm, not too severe. The wind, it's actually stopped picking itself up. Oh no, we've got a train derailment. Oh no, I think the EH200 train needs to get for some... oh dear. I think it's time to get this train for some recovery next. Sorry, Luke. Oh dear, eh? Not gonna do a jump cut, but I want to get this train running along. Okay, here we go. It's running perfectly now. Just checking the track joiners before we're gonna see the lightning right now. Well, almost. Looks like the thunder just communicated back to me. Maybe I have a good sense of talking to clouds, which have the power of Bronto. You know, Bronto is in thunder. Okay. Feels like I'm talking to Thor as well. Or the other thunder gods. Mind you, Pikachu might be inside that cloud as well. Because he's an electric type Pokemon, I would guess. Well, officially, yes, he is electric. Oh my goodness me, I think this train... I think this came off. One wheel set has been off the rails. Thunder's getting louder. It's getting louder and louder. And the tracks, I don't know how secure they are, but oh, I think this left section of the track just keeps on coming off. I'm going to look at the webcam now because I want to see if there's any lightning activity from the window section there, which is the part I often film at. I'm just rerunning the train, and it's actually getting quite a bit. I don't know if it's getting sluggish. I don't know how long will this battery would last for towards Thursday, because I just feel like if there's another thunderstorm, I'm going to run some trains. This is a bit of amateur filmmaking, and a very specific kind of weather like this. And I bet you what, guys, I hope there'll be all sorts of people who won't be complaining, saying, hey, why are you filming trains during a freaking thunderstorm? But that's what I like. That's the sort of hobby I really like on my channel, and also on my life as well. And I got a funny feeling this would probably bring out a big shout out to all of the train fans on YouTube. Oh my goodness me. Very savage. Completely and utterly savage. I'm just looking at the clouds here. It's actually gone a bit dark. Maybe it's gone a bit lighter. I think the darker the clouds, there's a misconception here, the darker the clouds, the more lightning you get. Whoa. Whoa. That's pretty interesting. Whoa. That's very nice to hear lightning like this. Or thunder like this. Why do I get myself mixed up with these two separate things? Oh my goodness me, eh? Very weird. Oh, there's a pigeon! I think it was a pigeon. It just flew away from the freaking thunderstorm of Thundersaurus Rex. I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing dinosaurs. That's what I like to do. Got a funny feeling this train just keeps on coming off the rails a lot though. It could be the amount of wagons. I think it's. Oh, we got a flash, man. I think we might get a lightning bolt. Yeah, that was close. That was pretty much as it gets. I think that was pretty much a close one. I think. Whoa. Yeah. Oh my goodness me. That is so fantastic. I don't see any lightning dots here at the moment though. But it's so deadly. I can tell what guys say, very, very deadly. And I got a funny feeling this EH200 train is enjoying it very particularly, of course. Despite the track joiners, they're just so, well, mediocre and just poor. I don't know how good or bad these are, but yeah, that's how toys are made. And components are made, of course. Maybe a much better way is to have there's actually a very interesting feature where I can actually sit the camera like so that I can have a good view on both the trains and the storm itself. There we go. It's quite nice, isn't it? Very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Let's take a look at the background here, because we need to see the flashes of lightning and hear the rumbles of thunder. From the almighty god of Thundersaur's Rex. Imagine that. A cool looking dinosaur species. With its own mighty roar. My goodness me. It means that disaster is coming. Or maybe when it roars, it shoots out with a loud thunderous roar. With tons of lightning. And oh my goodness me, the EH200 train must have derailed. Oh no, that was not meant to happen. Oh, I've just got Luke. Luke just came up on the freaking rails. Come on, stand up. Stand up for yourself. Come on. Come on, stand up for yourself, guys. I know you guys love to roam the rails in this type of weather, but let's keep going until the storm ends. Come on, come on. Oh, what? Oh, I'm just having trouble with trains like this. These guys. Oh, great. These days. Let me just. What's up with trains and thunderstorms? I'm pretty sure it's just me being a film. Well, let's just say Anik or a film buff. Okay, let me just turn it on. And let's just get Luke running. And let's take a look. Whoa, there was a bit of a flash. And the rain is picking up as well. The rain is officially starting to get a bit heavier and heavy and heavy. Whoa. Oh yeah. Pretty much the same act, isn't it? Pretty much the same act. Just rerunning the EH200 train because it's just, well, how do you say it? Just keeps on playing up, doesn't it? Keeps on playing up. And look at that. Copious amounts of rain. Can you believe it, guys? Copious amounts of rain. Look at that. It's pouring down like the way India does its own monsoon. Oh yeah. Look at that. It just reminds me of living somewhere in the tropical region from anywhere around the world. Look at that. Rainfall has intensified. It's super effective. Look at that. It's like a whole bunch of Pokemon filled with water types and I don't know what I'm saying here. Maybe like a whole bunch of water and electric type Pokemon inside. In this cloud. Can you imagine that? I can. Oh, I think the EH200 train is derailed. Come on, get on the rails. Get on the rails. My goodness me, this is like a battle between Rail versus Thunder. Or Rail versus T-Storm. Or Tyrannosaurus Storm. More accurately, Thunderstorm. Yes. Oh my god. Thunder is cooking up. It's getting livid. And I might have to reset the tracks because I think this train's getting, well, I know it's slow, but it just keeps on derailing a lot there. And don't mind the speed of this train because that's how it goes. That's the way it goes. I have to say, it looks quite amazing for a view like this. And maybe when the rains are heavy, I don't know how loud or quiet the thunderstorm is, and how potent the lightning is. Any moment now. Okay. Ooh. Maybe I could just do like a toy view of this one here. Yes, the product we've got is like, I show it to you now. It's called the Black-Headed Gull Summer Roosting Family 12 pack, £17. Okay, and look at this, we've got a Pokeball here. Just to prove that the coronavirus pandemic is still here, but this is generation 114, and we've got the Ash Ketchum logos on them, of course. And on the back of the packaging, if I can show you both the background and also the packaging as well, that's what it looks like. We've got some juvenile black-headed gulls in this packaging, or on this packaging here, on the artwork, but I'm not going to unpack the product here until we might get another thunder or lightning bolt action going on here. This is going to sound extremely, yet mighty aggressive, guys, and mighty crazy as well. My goodness me. This is obviously going to be like one of the longest videos I must have produced. Maybe even longer than part 2 or part 1, I don't know. Sounds completely awesome along the way. Oh yeah. Isn't it, guys? Completely and mind-blowingly long. So long indeed. And I've actually noticed one of the trees has lost their leaves. Maybe autumn is just around the corner. In fact, with that weather outside, it almost feels a lot more like autumn than summer. Or maybe it isn't. Stereotypically, but this is how summer thunderstorms work. Obviously, of course. And we're coming up towards the summer solstice, as always, that's what you predict for. And yeah, that's what we're heading for. Getting pretty livid, the thunder. And my goodness me, it's cooking up inside, it's so humid, and that's why thunderstorms are the perfect ingredient for this. And that's why thunderstorms really love humidity. And humidity is the perfect, ingredient for this kind of weather to happen, guys. Indeed. Yes, it's so potent. Very potent outside. Indeed, guys. Very potent. And I'm just going to take a look at the map here, but I'm not going to show you the map because it's going to be boring. Not much lightning activity here on my area there. Okay, maybe there could be more of it here. No, I don't see any. Not so much. We've got one. There's a dot here. Now, I'm not going to show you the dots because I don't want to basically miss all of the lightning bolts, as I can tell. And quite tricky. Maybe I could have done like, what I could have done in the future if we get more thunderstorm activity from July and August, or maybe towards September or October. Or maybe during warm autumn and, not like a heat wave, I think. Maybe during warm or mild winter times, I think we might get more of these types of weather events like that, I think. And hopefully it's going to be completely and utterly awesome once we start to get more and more of this activity along the way, of course. And I'm not sure if you can see, but the sky, the clouds are starting to become a bit white, so maybe there might be some signs that the storm could be finishing earlier than what the forecasters have said, or what I've predicted. It's still thundering, but I can't see any lightning. Outside, of course. I don't know. Don't know if it's getting a bit brighter. I don't know. It's still raining. It's still pouring. But I don't know if this is gonna last for a long time. I mean, it's gonna last like 3 more hours. Okay, so 3 more hours. I don't know if this is gonna be a great way to tackle a problem like this. But that's the result, guys. We've got copious amounts of rain. And I've got a funny feeling this area here might be one of the safest areas in Birmingham, just to get ourselves prevented from being struck by freaking tons of lightning. Or plasma inside, of course. Interesting, isn't it? Very interesting indeed. Not getting as much lightning bolts as I would have expected, I would say. Just some flashes and only a few bolts. Not so flashy indeed today. I think there's something wrong with this thunderstorm here. Not much flashing here, I think. Oh yes, I've just looked at the BBC weather website, and what I can work out, it's telling me that there's actually no thunderstorms on Thursday. And it's just going to be normal rain and stuff like that, but I think the rain is calming down, but whenever, yep, the thunder is rumbling, whenever the thunder rumbles and the lightning strikes with its own glory through the skies and even dangerously towards the ground, of course, I think the rain might pick up. I think the louder the thunder, the more rain is starting to pick up though. Maybe not though. Quite interesting, isn't it, eh? And it's this rapid expansion of heat and humidity combined together. And what we all know with thunderstorms, they tend to be suited with atmospheric conditions, which are very unstable. As always, as per usual as it sounds. I'd say I don't like skies like this, but I only like them when there's a thunderstorm. Or maybe when it's raining. I don't like skies like this when it's snowing or hailing or maybe something else, I don't know, but I just like these types of skies, but only if it's raining or only if it's thundering outside or flashing outside. I think the sky is actually turning a lot more whiter than I obviously expected, eh? Pretty much white, isn't it? Very white indeed. I don't see any much lightning activity going on here. Not much going on here. Well, I think maybe it's best if I could do like a very interesting tour review, so I'm just going to come in and unpack this. Very simple black-headed gull, summer roosting family 12 pack. £17 this is. And I don't think I've actually noticed, I don't think there's any black-headed gulls this month. I don't think I've seen any on Tuesday or on Wednesday, but I think I saw only just one of these on Sunday. No, wait, Saturday, sorry. Just before we had like the first thunderstorm. I think this is like our third thunderstorm we have recently in this part of Birmingham. And it's quite nice. We've got like a summer plumage black-headed gull, and it actually comes in two genders. So this is a male one, okay, because it's got no eyelashes, of course. Well, he's got no eyelashes. Along the way though, there's a juvenile one here. We only get like few juvenile black-headed gulls here. Most of the times, I think we often see like, you know, first winter versions of the black-headed gulls, but not so much of these in this kind of plumage like that. And there's also a female one as well. Now, quite interesting. I would have never expected this, but if you look closely, there's a bit of eyebrow action there. If I show you where the eyebrows are, the sky being a bit brighter now because I think the thunderstorm is coming down now. There's a bit of eyelashes right there, and you can also see that very interesting C-shape. You know, this forward seashell on the. Oh, sorry, what did I say? It's not a seashell, but it's more like, what's that thing? A forward-facing C-shape eye patch, I think, or eyebrows, I'd say. It looks quite interesting. Very, very nice indeed. And it's got a brown eye, of course. Well, I think the brown eyes in black-headed gulls, in reality, they're a lot more darker than what the models would obviously portray with. Very interesting in the way it looks like. I don't know if we're going to have like a part 4 of the thunderstorm activity that we're going to have at the moment, because I'm not quite sure if we're going to have that much lightning outside. And the thunderstorm is calming down. Okay, just a bit though. And it's just relaxed. There's a male one here. Very nice one here. And also the wingtips are, I think most of the black-headed gulls in the spotted here have got black wingtips which are completely black, but I think this juvenile one here doesn't have that much, you know, blackness on the wingtips. Very interesting, isn't it? And this one here, okay, that's a very nice looking design. With this bird, of course, look at the way it flaps. And here's another one. Okay, so it looks quite cool, isn't it, eh? Very cool indeed. And, yes, that's what we have. It's a female, as you can tell. And also, one thing I forgot to show you here, guys, is that we've only got like 4 of these, you know, 3 variations, of course. 4 each, but with 3 variations each, of course. The juvenile ones have got like a black beak tip. and they've got like a black tail end, which is normally faded away or gone completely by late summer. But I don't know if first winter black-headed gulls might keep that same sort of morphage, I believe. Maybe. Or maybe when they head towards adultness, I think the first summer ones, I did like the first summer ones in the previous video, and they also have the same fate. You know, with the back tails that look like that. Okay? Rarely obviously seen these. I obviously rarely see these in my area or part of town or part of Birmingham. And it looks like the storm has actually calmed itself down. I think it's starting to clear away. I think this is actually getting a lot much more better than the other storm. Oh, it's starting to pick up now. Oh, sorry, spoke too soon. Even though the storm clouds are starting to fade away into whiteness, and then the blue sky might be returning sooner or later. Oh, spoke too soon. Oh dear. I've actually realised that the clouds are starting to come in. It's starting to, it's actually starting to come in, and they're actually starting to shrink. They're all starting to change, and I think the storm is about to dissipate. Maybe only until the rain is starting to calm itself down. I hope. So that was actually quite very simple for a video like this, eh? Thanks to me doing these tour reviews on this sort of weather. Maybe I could have done like, only just more and more of these, but this is the only one, sadly to say. I could have done like, a 5-pack of some other dinosaur other than Rheomimus in a previous video, or freaking Brontosaurus. Oh my goodness me, weren't these the latest memories, weren't they? And yes, the rain's starting to pick up, but I don't know if the storm will be fading itself clearly, hopefully, officially. I don't know, it's going to be like, a short time, and I'm finished with this product. I've got a funny feeling that EH200 train is actually feeling quite tired now. Hopefully it doesn't have any squeaks. It used to scare the crap out of me, but hopefully it doesn't have any squeaks. And luckily enough, sky's turning a bit brighter. I do a jump cut for this one here because I need to get a bit closer to see if the sky is turning brighter again. Okay, it feels like our thunderstorm, well, it has basically passed. And mind you, the sky overall is actually coming up towards a brighter side. For our, well, let's just say our own brighter futures towards what we're going to expect. Maybe, hopefully from Saturday or Sunday, I might have a trip to Earthwood Lakes to see some of the earliest returns of the black-headed gulls, just before, like, late June or July, maybe like towards like the 25th of July. When the black-headed gull activities start to feel like, wow, we're going to come early to your parks, and we've stopped breeding, eh? But, got a funny feeling, the storm has now passed. Can't believe it, a bit of blue sky showing here, but I don't think the camera is showing it properly though, because, well, it's a bit bright though. Okay, I don't think the camera is that working yet, and I think the trains have derailed now. I think that's just about it in this video, not much to say here, but the storm is clearing away, which is the nicest thing I could say here. So I've got to tell you what guys say. Got a funny feeling if I was outside after the storm and see some puddles around, I'll be childishly, if I was a child, like I was in the past, I would have been doing a whole bunch of puddle splashing. Totally saturated, scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. But anyways, that was pretty, how do I say it? Pretty interesting for a video like this, and I can't believe it, the storm has passed a bit quicker than, well, let's just say, well, what can I say, probably like yesterday, of course, it was quite long, but I think the storm is a lot more, well, let's just say, shorter than before. And I got a funny feeling, with this storm, I don't know how many we're going to have during later parts during June, and also towards July, August, and possibly towards autumn time. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this very interesting, well, amateur filmmaking video here. Please go ahead and give this video a like. Subscribe for more content on YouTube, and maybe, if possible, we might get a part 4 in the future so that we can take a look at what's happening with the weather outside, and if there's a thunderstorm outside, I'll be maturely get a bit crazy. Maybe I wouldn't say being mature means you're being crazy. I wouldn't say being crazy means you're being mature. And oh my goodness me, the sunshine is starting to come back, guys. You know what I'm gonna say next, don't you? Thank you so much for watching this video. There wasn't that much lightning bolt activity, of course, and then just a whole bunch of flashes, some birds flying in the sky, and bye for now. At least it's not that dangerous like we had on yesterday.